class today. Welcome, welcome. Small group, hopefully we'll see a few more join us. It's the Wednesday before Thanksgiving and it's core conditioning, 25 minutes with me, Michelle, TC Fit personal trainer. Make sure you have your mat laid out and we're gonna start real slow today. Go ahead and lift that left leg, find that balance. You see me wobble a little bit. I have my hands on my hips, but you can also go arms out to the side. Do what feels best for you. Once you find that balance, go ahead and give me just a little knee lift. We're standing tall, proud chest. Find that breath. Inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth. And go ahead and take both feet to the floor, lifting that right leg up. Find that balance. And then when you're ready, that little knee lift here. Core conditioning means everything from the shoulders to the hips is in play today. We're gonna try to burn a few more calories before that big turkey Thanksgiving meal tomorrow. And go ahead and put both feet on the floor here. We're back to that left leg lift. And we're gonna open this up into a hip abduction. So nice and wide, but slow and controlled, challenging that balance. Left leg is moving, but right leg is working to hold us in place. If you wanna try something a little different, it's a tap in front. Big wide circle, tap wide. So I put the yoga block here so you can actually see the motion, how much I'm lifting. You can have your imaginary yoga block at home. 2 more on this side. Last one, bring it back to center. We're switching it up. Left leg on the floor, right leg lifts. You're welcome to take this into the wide hip abduction or tap forward, big half circle, tap wide. Again, find that breath. We want the oxygen getting to those working muscles. You'll hear me say it a few times, no holding the breath today. 2 more. Big wide tap and forward. Perfect. Take this into your squat and reach. We have more muscles moving, starting to increase that heart rate. 2 more minutes in our warm-up. Big circle, reach for the ceiling, reach for the sky. It's a good reminder to put on your fitness smiley face today. Big smiles out there. 2 more. All the way to the top and hold, lock those fingers together. Gentle lateral flexion to the right. And all the way through to the left. To the right. And left. We're gonna hit each side one more time. And go ahead and lower those arms. I call this my superhero position. Find what works for you. My hands are on my hips, pulling my shoulder blades down and back. My elbows move or squeeze together towards the posterior side. And we're gonna do a half circle. So I lateral flex, forward, all the way through, and then back to the top. So this circular motion is coming from my midsection, and it's only the front half of the circle. Every time I get to the top, I pause. And we come to the top, switch direction, find your superhero pose, lateral, forward, and right. Good. 4 circles this direction. Last one. And we bring this back to the top. Wood chop, right to left. So right shoulder to left knee. Starting to pick up the pace. We're gonna hit about 20 seconds and then switch sides. You don't have to worry about the time. I have that covered for you today. Get that gentle rotation, starting to feel the obliques work. 2 more. Switch sides, left to right. So we're going to call this our level 1 wood chop. It's kind of shoulder to hip. Go ahead and switch sides. Stick with this level 1 if it works for you. If you want more intensity, I want you to take this lower into that deep squat. I'm actually coming down and touching my ankle with that rotation. 4, 3, 2, last switch. Shoulder to hip with the wood chop for level 1, high and ankle for level 2. We have 10 more seconds in our warm-up. Then you're going to have a chance to grab some water and move to the floor. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Grab that water if you need it. Move to the floor. You're going to see I have my mat laid out, ready to go. And we are starting with a Thanksgiving plank today. Forearms to toes is my suggestion for you. If you need less intensity, don't hesitate to take those knees to the floor. This is going to be a 50-second plank. That's a long plank. Gives you a chance to think about your breathing. Inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth. Pull those shoulder blades down and back away from your ears. Lengthen the neck so you're looking out towards your fingertips. Hands are loose, no white knuckles. We're squeezing the ankles together, the heels of the feet together, feeling that glute squeeze. If you need that short break, you could take knees to the floor or even belly to the floor. And if you're looking for just a little bit of a distraction with the mind, go ahead and march those knees 10 seconds. 4, 3, 2, and relax, belly to the floor. We're moving all the way to the floor for Supermans. I like hands under the forehead for level 1. Level 2 takes the hands and reaches out overhead. We're going to lift and lower. It's lift and lower. Gentle squeeze in that low back. No pinching, no discomfort. This is a 50-second set. And then we get 10 seconds to move to our next exercise. If you're looking for added intensity, go ahead and lift and hold at the top. 15 seconds. 10. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're off to a good start. We're going to return to our prone plank, forearms to toes. If the first set was too easy for you, you're going to take this to a single leg. If the first set was just right, you're going to hold elbows to toes. If it was too difficult, you're going to take knees to the floor. We are starting this set. Hopefully, if you're in that advance, you've got the one leg lifted. Squeeze those glutes. Draw those abs towards the spine. I'd rather have a light or a small lift in the hips. I do not want you sagging towards the floor. If you're on single leg, go ahead and make that switch. Create that positive mindset. I know you can do this. You know you can do this. 10, 9, 8, 7, the end's in sight. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and release. Nice job. That was our last prone plank. We're lowering the belly to the floor. Second set of Supermans. Here we go. It's lift, pause, release. Lift, squeeze, release. Good. Keep the slow pace. We want those muscles working on your way up, and they're in control as you lower towards the floor. Again, hands under the forehead for level 1. Extended arms for level 2. Even with my arms extended, I'm keeping the shoulder blades tucked down and back, away from my ears. You've got it. Last set of our Supermans today. 10 seconds. If you want that added intensity, lift and hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, release. Great job. My hands come to my armpits. I push up to my hands and knees, my quad position. Opposite arm leg. So I'm taking my right arm and my left leg out. I'm finding the balance. You're welcome to hold here, or our exercise is going to be knee to elbow. It's draw in and extend. Gentle ab squeeze at the lowest part of the motion, and a really long spine at the top. I know it's tempting to want to look up at the TV or the screen, but I want you to keep your neck in line with the rest of your spine. So straight line from the crown of the head out to the tailbone. Your supporting arm. So for me, that's my left arm on the floor. I don't want any wrist pain. I want my shoulder blade tucked down and back. One more repetition. And we reset. Shoulder blades down and back. We're switching sides. Find that extension and that balance. Draw those abs towards the ceiling. And your added intensity is going to be the elbow to knee. Squeeze and reach. Again, fast does not always equal better. I want you to find that stability, that balance all the way through this exercise and through this set. You're in control. And you're finding that positive mindset. 10 more seconds. Give me one more repetition and release. New exercise coming up. We are rolling to our backs, leg lowers, alternating leg lowers. So I roll my head to the floor, my shoulders are pulled away, my feet come up. I have my abs drawn in, so I'm pressing my low back towards the floor, maybe close, it does not have to touch. And then I'm gonna alternate my leg extension. Notice my knees never come towards my chest. My starting position is 90 degrees in the hips and 90 degrees in the knees. I never want to come closer to my body because that's going to create a resting phase. If you need to take a pause and do a reset, find that 90 degrees, draw those abs in, press that low back towards the floor, go ahead. Five seconds. And knees to the shoulders. We're taking a low back stretch break. Level 1, you are going to stick with those alternating leg lowers. Repeat that same exercise again. Level 2, we're going to bicycle crunch. This allows you to pull the knees in a little closer to the body, but we're adding those upper abs. Shoulders are off the floor. Hands behind the head are loose. We're not pulling on the neck. And you're in control of the speed. So you'll notice I just slowed it down, force myself to really think about those muscles from the chest to the hips, all the way across the abdomen. Feeling that oblique twist, 10 seconds. You've got this. Feeling good. We're into the burn of the class. And release. Knees to chest for a short stretch break. Feet to the floor, hip bridges. I'm keeping my left leg on the floor. Option 1 is to take the right leg across the knee, or option 2 is all the way towards the ceiling. Hip bridge lifts. Hip lift bridge. You're familiar with this one. If a single leg is too intense, feel free to take it down to the double leg or cross that ankle over the knee. I want you to feel the squeeze through the hamstrings and the glutes. No low back pressure here. My hands and my shoulders are on the floor, but they're light. I don't want to press into the floor with my upper body. I want to press through the heel of my foot and get that hip activation. 2 more. And release. You could have guessed it. I don't want you to feel lopsided, so we're going to switch it up. Switch legs. Option 1 has the ankle crossed over the knee. Option 2 takes the foot towards the ceiling. And we're into our hip bridge. One of my favorite exercises because you don't need any extra equipment, just your body weight. Slow this down so you're exhaling as you press up and inhaling as your hip comes to the floor. No rest. You might feel the mat, but we're not resting into the floor. 10 seconds. Three, 2, and release. New exercise, roll to your side, side planks. Pick a side, either side, because we are gonna do this for each side. I'm gonna suggest ankles to elbow. Go ahead and lift. If this is too intense, go ahead and drop the knees towards the floor. Your choice. It's a 50-second set. I've got this great mirror in front of me, so I can see that my hand is released or loose. My elbow is under my shoulder. My shoulders are stacked one on top of each other. And I like to reach towards the ceiling and encourage me to get that extra lift through the obliques in the midsection. Find your breath, 15 seconds. 10. 5, 4, 3, 2, slow release. Don't switch sides quite yet. We're gonna drop the shoulder to the floor, side leg lift. So my top leg flexes my toes towards my nose, and I'm gonna lift and lower. Starts out easy. You're like, I can do this all day. If you need more intensity, I want you to hold at the top and give me a little pulse. I want you to feel this through your deep hip rotators, through the glute, and we're keeping those abs drawn in tight, like you're squeezing into a tight pair of pants, prepping for Thursday afternoon after that big Thanksgiving meal and 3 helpings of leftovers. You've got it. Feeling good. Pushing through. 10 seconds before we switch sides. 5, 4, 3, 2, relax. Switch it up. Side plank first. You know your options here. Knees or up to the ankles. Take it there now. Feeling fit, pushing through. We're holding steady. This gets to be too much. Take the knee to the floor. You might even do just the bottom knee, your choice. Feeling grateful for our bodies. Yes, those muscles are burning, but it is amazing what our bodies can handle. We're gonna push them to work to new levels. Feel that success. 5, 4, 3, 2, controlled release. All the way to the floor with the upper body. Top leg lifts, flex those toes towards your nose. Give me a little side leg lift. You have the option to take this to the top and give it a little pulse. Are you saying, hey, why does this side feel so much tougher than the other side did? I may have tricked you. We spent the last 2 minutes working through these glutes and these deep hip rotators and these stabilizers, compounding the amount of time we spent on these muscles, making it a little more difficult at the end. 15 seconds, and then these muscles get a break. So great. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. We actually made it to the cool down. So I'm going to have you roll to your back. Cross that right ankle over the left knee, hip cradle. So I'm going to thread my hands, grab my left thigh, feel this stretch on the right hip. I'm relaxing my shoulders. I'm relaxing my facial muscles. I'm finding my breath, that inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth. And I'm feeling the stretch through my right glute and my right hip. Should feel good. With your next exhale, go ahead and release, switch sides. Ankle over the knee, feet come up. I thread that needle to grab my thigh. And even though I'm feeling that pressure and that stretch through the hip, I'm letting the rest of my muscles relax. I feel my head and my shoulders sink into the floor. And I fill my lungs with that oxygen. The oxygen's getting to my brain, hitting that reset for the afternoon. And with your next exhale, go ahead and release the leg stretch. Go ahead and give yourself a gentle knee hug, that gentle squeeze. You could rock side to side if you want it. And then we're going to rock our body up to a seated position. Sit however it feels comfortable for you, whether that's with your legs crossed out in front. And I want you to roll the shoulder blades down and back. A few creaks and cracks, but hopefully fewer or less than when we started. Drop those shoulder blades down, back, hold. Ear falls towards the left shoulder. We get a stretch through the right side of the neck. Taking the right hand behind the back to intensify the stretch. Option to reach over the top of the head and add just a gentle pull. It's okay to feel that tension or that pull in the muscles. It's not okay to feel pain here. With that next exhale, go ahead and release. Drop the chin to the chest. Roll all the way through, ear to shoulder on the right side, feeling the stretch on the left. Take that left arm behind the back. Optional for the right hand to come overhead. And with that next exhale, go ahead and release, chin to chest, eyes come up. I'm going to reach my left hand across my body, get just a gentle shoulder stretch. Moving through these quickly, about 10 seconds each. So already when you're ready for it, switch sides. Gentle posterior shoulder stretch. And we release. I'm going to twist to my right side, feeling that spinal rotation, looking over my right shoulder. And with the exhale, swinging all the way through, looking over the left shoulder. And with your exhale, back to center. Thank you so much. It was so wonderful to share this class time with you today. I'm so thankful and grateful for you. I want you to have a wonderful Thanksgiving holiday weekend, and we will see you next week.